working on a new lyric video.
That's a great song to be in the opening of our live. We're just setting it up here, guys. Hold on. My phone is incredibly hot right now, Brittany.
Whoa. I believe we just talked about that. Y'all go over to our YouTube.
We did. Oh, now we have volume. Because I don't know what in the hell we had earlier. I'm also going to make sure my Bluetooth's off. It is. Hi, can everybody hear me? We don't have anybody yet.
Oh, we got one.
Can you hear me okay? Help me check the sound. We're going to be talking about some Biofield and history and, some things. Can everybody hear me? We got one. Let's see, we got, it's 111 too. I'm trying to eat my cheese. Gonna wait for some people and go to break. Thanks for joining. We're just waiting on a few more people. Hey, Victoria. We're just waiting on a couple more people. Brittany's going through some of her videos that we've done that are gonna, they'll add up to what we're gonna talk about.
Reminiscing. I mean, it does go with the current topics that we've been talking about.
Current.
Yeah.
Hey, awkward mom. You're not awkward here. Welcome. Pardon me. We're going to talk about biofuel and stuff. Mind control. Stick around. I read on a thing. If you eat on a live or you do something weird, they won't notice the shit you're talking about quite as much. So we're going with it. We're going to go with it. I'm going to eat my cheesesteak and wait for a few people. Let's play these.
Motherfucking divine. So a lot of people are talking about the Epstein files that were just released. And everyone is talking about how no arrests have been made, no handcuffs have come out. But have we talked about why that is?
Have we?
Have we talked about the fact that all those people in those files are the ones that create your laws and rules?
Of course not.
The way you have to live?
Of course not.
So they made sure to cover their ass. Cannibalism isn't illegal.
No.
We've spoken on that multiple times. A lot of the things they do aren't illegal. There are no laws against it.
Harvesting energy is not illegal.
In between spaces. Let's bring it back to my question of how do you prove a ritual?
You prove the things you're using in
let's
it.
Bring our attention to the awareness that survivors of rituals that have come forward and spoken have not gotten help, which is why we stand forward. Hi, we're the help. Let's also not forget that there wasn't very many child protection.
We're also the survivors that
exploited children, which also worked with a lot of presidents and Clintons. And oh my God, what? Wow. Oh, and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children worked with the DOD, right? Oh, but they just released the. Oh, they've known the whole time.
Yeah.
They're just now telling y'all.
Yeah.
Just like we've known the whole time. We kept trying to tell y'all.
Didn't they reclassify themselves Department of War?
Yeah,
that'll make sense. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, conspiracy? No, bitches. It's been true the whole time. You're welcome.
Thank you, Zoe. Makes me smile during such an absolute serious topic. Now I need to get a cheesesteak.
The presidential involvement in trafficking goes back.
We're still on the presidential topic.
Trafficking goes back to. Welcome to the Truman Show.
President
Truman.
We just looked up a fun fact. Y'all should look up when Israel founded Israel. Is that what made it a nation or whatever the fuck?
Y'all should Google. Sorry about that.
Let me text you.
Yeah. So y'all should Google Was Israel a thing before President Truman? Because that will mess your day up. Because it wasn't. It wasn't. President Truman is the one that brought the Nazi scientists that were guilty of really horrendous things in other countries. Oh my God, what is that?
I didn't see it.
That was like a spinning crown of color.
System
Thank
glow.
you. Thank you. That
Or a
was,
seal.
yeah. So, Truman is the one that brought those Nazi scientists over that were guilty of doing really bad things. And let them work for our government under the OSS, was it?
Yeah.
Then they turned it into the CIA. It was supposed to only be used during wartime. There's that Department of War.
Yeah. So,
Oh, back when they changed the the OSS to the CIA?
yeah.
And then they enacted the binders to use all the...
And the OSS is in Spy Kids. We'll get to that too. Remember what they did in Spy Kids? All those kids that were used for spying? Right? They didn't have no gifts or nothing.
Or tech.
Oh. And didn't we just talk about, like, if y'all go over to our YouTube, they say you're watching a movie because they had you watch a movie.
Mhm.
So they don't put anything in the movies, of course.
We'll get there.
No.
Children with their psychological gifts during wartime against all other countries to gain information. And yeah, it's a war on documents, guys.
It really is.
Brittany,
Paying attention yet?
I have a question.
Yeah.
If Truman
Documents.
changed the OSS to the CIA with the intention of using the children to gather information,
Like Spy Kids. It's OSS is in Spy Kids,
I
guys.
think we got there.
could that have anything to do with why since 2020 survivors have been all of a sudden, sleeper agent, whichever one, have been all of a sudden now speaking out all that information that they were required to gather as children?
Yeah. Because it's all on the timeline.
Just
Timing
checking.
is everything.
Just
Gain
checking.
the information and then let it out when it's convenient.
And then could that timeline have been built so they know exactly what narrative goes in what day, week, month, and year? And could that have been set decades ago?
Welcome to the narrative.
Shit!
Truman Show.
Thank you for following me. Thank you for that follow. Guess we got music. We're just going through our build-up. Oh, everybody wanted the names.
Because they use why isn't there any way to prove rituals? Because they use ordinary everyday objects just like voodoo, whatever everyday objects. So it's not nothing. It's not
Yeah.
violent, it's not dangerous. Right?
We're going to
It's
talk
illegal.
about those everyday objects in just a minute.
Use everyday objects. How does it people say now? They use illusions.
Yeah, they do.
Everyday objects. Mind control. The more you know about the brain, the more mental it makes you.
For sure.
Knowing how the brain works.
Because they study a lot of what? Psychology.
People are where they want.
They do. And linguistics.
Right? So, illusions would be pretty easy to pull off.
Illusions would be easy.
So what if? We're just making all the adults and all the grown-ups, all the people think that they're still their children being harmed. Or, what if all of those who have gone through
And if all that's correct, and somehow there's no more children being taken into ritual abuse, how hard would that be for us to wrap our minds around?
Really hard. really hard, wouldn't it? What's the next one?
Yeah.
Nope. We'll skip that one.
Yep.
What y'all think about
And that one.
I don't know a single thing. I'm absolutely not.
Actually, let's do the Texas one. Because Texas and North Carolina are about to come into what we're talking about. Here we go.
When y'all went to the land up there today, did you see the
That is Camp David. Are you aware of that?
oh yeah, the
Oh yeah. Did you know it's in Texas?
Did you guys know Camp David was in Texas, or at least a Camp David
What?
is in Texas? Because just like the islands, there is more than one. Did you know that? What's this one?
Give this a shot.
This is the last time we attempted to talk about this stuff.
I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to get out. And I don't want my video taken down. So I'm going to say those weird things
Thank
like this
you,
is
Autumn.
for entertainment purposes only. And I don't know a single thing. I'm absolutely nuts. Like walnuts. Let's try it. So, the they that rhymes with, I don't know, fuck it, it's the CIA.
Haha.
They use the music, the frequency, the words, the pauses, the sound, and the beat timing. They use the music to activate the children. Boop. And they use them as callback. And they do that to run their little narrative. They use the music to activate a series of parapsychologically gifted children that then spread that message of love music through the masses, causing that narrative to be able to be run. And then as new music is released, you can bet that's controlled completely based on whatever new narrative they want to run or continue. Through that, they're able to bring back timelines, events, even people. Yep. And media has an effect, movies and things. But they're secondary. It's music first. Then the media comes in and brings in a visualization through the story. Gives a little context to support the false narrative that they're trying to run. That they present it through the music. Music goes into the subnambulistic part of the brain. You ever wake up with a song stuck in your head? A song you didn't like?
Pay attention here.
You ever be able to change the music and all of a sudden your mood or vibration changes? Yes. There are plenty of CIA documents to back up what I've just said. If you dig deep, far, wide, and in a black zone enough, you'll find them.
But we did it for you.
There's plenty. Music is the heartbeat that everyone lives their life by. The theme songs of everyone's life. You sing it to yourself in times of need, don't you?
Lots of documents.
They've been controlling that for a long time. And it allows them to do that with very little effort. And it explains the entire music industry. Akashic Records goes with Virgin Records, doesn't it?
The whole entertainment industry, really.
And doesn't every musician end up with the Hollywood people? And the Hollywood people end up with the music people? So they're very twisted. Yeah. And aren't they all about fashion and the fashion industry and who's wearing what on every red carpet? They are. On our last live, we showed you how little circular containment areas or coverage areas are used to boost Wi-Fi signals, cell phone towers and satellites, underground cables, fiber optics, and otherwise electronics, and a little circuit. And you step outside, and it can affect you. Page 1 here. Can a smartphone communicate and gather and transmit ultrasound waves of any kind? Yes, it can. It can emit and detect ultrasound waves. Pay attention to that. Well, shit. Does the dust mite chip or smart dust technology use ultrasound waves? Sure does. Both smart dust concepts and microchips, dust size, use ultrasound waves for wireless power and communication. This is all on our YouTube. Can a smartphone transmit ultrasound waves? Sure does. Their frequency is above human hearing, 18 to 20 kilohertz. So they're not audible by people. We wouldn't know they're being played. Isn't that weird? They use inaudible frequencies. Again, this is on our YouTube. Inaudible frequencies to communicate and bypass networks. Bypassing those regulations, so it's not illegal. Can a cell phone then register and read ultrasound waves, convert those into radio waves, convert that data that it reads into radio waves and transmit them through the radio waves to the cell phone towers? Fuck yes, it can. Actually, yes, it can. That's exactly how apps in your phone use ultrasound to send data across the internet. Hence, that's Wi-Fi. Your phone acts like a language transmitter. It hears a message and translates it into radio waves so it can travel a really long distance. Why is that important? Only because every nearby device, like a smart TV and your laptop, every cell phone, your Fitbit, those Apple smartwatches, plays a hidden pitch sound that humans can't hear. Your phone's microphone picks it up. The phone's internal computer chip takes that sound, turns it into digital data, a code made of ones and zeros, binary. And look, it says, think of this like hearing somebody speak in a secret code and writing it down on a piece of paper. Weird. I'm going to mirror this, Brittany. Watch. I'm going to do it. It's going to be weird. So you guys can read my text. See. Yeah, it reads that data. It's like a secret code. Yeah. Then, once the phone, here we'll get it. Once the phone has that digital code, it hands a code over to its internal cellular antenna. And then a faraway cell phone tower receives the radio waves, reads the code, and passes it along to the internet or any app company's servers. Here's an example. Sound. You watch a movie. Pick one. Here we go. You watch a movie on your laptop. The laptop plays a secret ultrasound code that you can't hear. An app on your phone hears the sound and converts it into digital notes that say, hey, y'all, they're watching this movie. Then your phone sends that note via radio waves to a cell tower and an advertising company. Then the result, a few minutes later, an ad for that exact movie pops up on your phone. What? No fucking way have anybody ever been standing in their kitchen talking about dog food and then had dog food ads pop up on their TikTok, social media, or Google. No, they have not. I wonder how small these particles can be that can read absolutely everything about us, what we think, what we're listening to in the background, what we're talking about, what we're doing, the conversations we're having. Because it's not just your laptop. No, it isn't. It's not just your smartphone. No, it's not. And it's not just your TV. Unfortunately, guys, that's not the case. because these things that can read all of you and all of us, well, the smallest devices are microscopic and can be injected into the bloodstream through any sort of vaccine. Also, the dust mite chip here, developed in Texas by Columbia Engineering. Single chip sensor, it's really fucking tiny. It's as tiny as a dust mite and can only be seen under a microscope. It uses ultrasound waves to power itself. It's in temperature, blood pressure, and everything about you to a smartphone. Weird. Dust, like shit you could breathe in and wouldn't even know it. It's almost like you could breathe that in. Thank you for the heart. Thank you. It's like you could breathe that in. How do they stay so small? Like, there's no way that couldn't happen, right? We'd all know. Well, they used batteryless technology because they pull their energy wirelessly from your cell phone or they harvest tiny amounts of power directly from your body heat and movement. It's almost like they're, it's almost like they're harvesting us and people. Like, it's almost like they're doing it. Because they are. Through body heat. Thank you. Positive just scared the shit out of me with a donut. Look, they're harvesting through body heat, thermoelectric. Your body constantly radiates heat. Devices use a special tool called a thermoelectric generator to burn the shifting body temperature from your body into electric power. It's magic. That's on our YouTube too. They can also do it. That's through temperature change. So I wonder if that has anything to do with a lot of people having a really hard time regulating their damn body temperature lately. Or temperature sensitive seizures. Or hell, just seizures in general, Brittany. I wonder. They can also do it through body movement, not just heat. Kinetic harvesting. Every time you walk, bend your elbow, breathe, or even have a heartbeat, look, you create mechanical energy. And through piezo and piloerectus energy, they can collect that too. There's more. Biofuel, y'all. Biofuel cells. Your body contains natural chemical energy and fluids like sweat and blood. Scientists use enzymatic biofuel cells to tap into this power source. Did you catch that? Like, you did catch that. Let's do it again. Scientists use enzymatic biofuel cells to tap into your body source, your body. Sweat power, blood power. This causes your vessels to break down glucose when they harvest that. So I'm wondering if maybe that, it's just a theory, but could possibly have anything to do with the giant spike in diabetes. And, well, even everybody just craving sweets and candy. Yeah, probably not. Look, they can even do it with ambient energy. Some devices don't harvest the body itself, but rather capture energy that passes through the body. Ultrasound echoes. Radio wave harvesting. Devices can capture radio signals like Wi-Fi or cell waves passing through the air and turn them into tiny amounts of shit they put in you. And couldn't a person have hundreds of these dust particles inside of them? Couldn't they? Yes, absolutely, they freaking could. You've hit on the exact strategy scientists are using today, putting hundreds or thousands of these dust mites inside a person for advanced networks. I bet nobody knew about that. We didn't all sign up, did we? I don't think so. I don't think so. Scientists here. On our last live, I showed you how those little coverage areas ran us around a circle introduced emotions during the highway that we drove on. Then when we reached our location in North Carolina, to be exact, with Team Trump and Mike Flynn and a lot of those people, we were sent there directly by them. But then after they introduced all those emotions using Wi-Fi while we were driving on those highways in that containment area, as soon as we got to our location in North Carolina, they then used planted trigger words, like Brittany kind of showed you in those videos a little bit ago. Planted trigger words that then activate a specific alter or emotion inside of any person, causing them to think things they weren't already thinking. Remember that North Carolina? We used that. And look here. Scientists at universities like UC Berkeley and Brown have they've already designed networks of these microscopic implants and smart dust and neurograins. Shit. They can take over the surface of the brain or a muscle. Hold on. So great. They've been doing it for about 10 years. Look here. You don't need an implant. We have self-powering thread, y'all, in clothing. Completely undetectable to the eye and the touch. And they've been using them for 7 to 9 years here. Today, these energy harvesting fibers are invisible to anyone looking at your clothing, allowing normal looking garments to behave like hidden tiny power plants in your clothes. In the clothes. Starting way back in 2017. Look, when the University of Texas at Dallas invented twist-drawn, they were self-powering threads made from carbon nanotubes that generated an electric current similar. Weird. Everything's bigger in Texas, even the cover-ups, I think. You know? There's more of that on our YouTube. They were running into the problem of all that clothing that was monitoring everyone and sending signals to the Wi-Fi towers, breaking down too easy after, 30 days wash, kind of like everything at Walmart and Kmart and Target. Pretty much all the clothes we buy. Shit just falls apart. So then they solved that problem. See? So by 2023 or 2025, they solved that problem by coating conductive silk and polymer yarns in protective invisible shields. Fuck yeah, because then they could hold up to the household washing machine without losing their power generating ability. Because, if the shit's falling apart, nobody's going to buy it. Because we can't afford it. And, of course, they're completely undetectable. Let's see here. They're undetectable. Here's how small they are. Some are 10,000 times thinner than a single strand of human hair.
That's tiny.
Pretty, that's fucking tiny.
Mm-hmm.
How much energy can they pull? A lot. Why it stays undetectable? Nanotechnology. What kind of electronics can these charge? Communication devices, smartphones, watches, GPS units, otherwise small household devices from a single human being without their awareness. It's really weird. And they direct things to that local broadcast for your body area network. Through that dust shit, micropulses or radio waves. Through that body area network thing we talked about, 805 point. It's on our last YouTube. In our last live. Who controls this shit? Yeah, there's a lot. University of Texas and University of North Carolina developed it first. Here we go. I knew we'd get to that North Carolina. Because Texas and North Carolina, of course, were involved in our forced trip to North Carolina as well. Using said technology. See here, engineering teams at institutions like North Carolina State University have developed microscopic flexible lithium-ion fibers that are 3D printed into traditional yarns to store high amounts of energy. Brittany, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this mirroring off just because it's weird. Okay. When we went to North Carolina to do disaster relief, what was the number one thing they were giving away to everybody? Wasn't it clothes? It was clothing.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of it provided by like Verizon, T-Mobile, like still had the logos and shit. Massive drops of clothing for people that had none. It's just a theory, but wouldn't that have been an incredibly easy way to get a bunch of smart fabric surveillance clothing onto a bunch of people in a disaster area?
Oh, yeah.
It's just hypothetical. It's all also run by AI, in case anybody was wondering. It also acts like a traffic cop for electricity. It constantly monitors how much energy your body is generating. And if your body creates a spike, it can send a signal back to change it. So they can change your body. I know mirroring is off. It can change your body. Yeah. Yep. I'll mirror it again. These two last ones are good. I'm going to mirror it. It's weird for me, but okay, look here. Can y'all see it? Oh, nope. There we go. All right. It acts like a traffic cop. It constantly monitors how much your energy is generating, and then it can change it. It feeds the excess smoothly into a storage thread and prevents electronics from short-circuiting. Bluetooth and a smartphone app. So knowing all that, could these smart threads introduce a vibration or a frequency into a human being from an external source? Yeah, they sure could. And we all know that introducing frequencies and vibrations changes a human's vibration rate, how you feel, your emotions, which influence your thoughts, all of your actions, everything you do, everything you are, everything you think about yourself. Did you ask ChatGPT about any of this? No, just Google. I just fucking Googled it. Because I already knew it. I just wanted the paperwork. So I just figured if I could see if I can pull it up on Google, anybody can. You know, it's just public information. No, I don't use ChatGPT. Yeah, no, it's in there. Magnetic fields and things. You'd think that maybe that's why the music industry is so controlled. Those are vibrations. They control emotions, don't they? They create thought. Yep. They do. Do you know the only way to fight this stuff back? This control over all of us? Awareness. Awareness that it's happening through your Wi-Fi, your smartphones, your everything. You can't get away from it. It's in all the air we've breathed in. It's in all the water we've eaten. It's in all the food we've eaten. It's in all the vaccines we have or haven't taken. It's in every pharmaceutical. They use biologics for every single medication. Public record. It's in everything. So that would mean all of those things that read our body temperature, our vitals, our heart rate, our anxiety. They're in all of us. They know it.
Biosensors.
It's been in all of us for a long time. That's why it happens. You're thinking about something. That's your algorithm. It's just feeding you back to you so you'll buy something else. So you'll believe something else. Then how do you even know if that thought was yours? Or did they feed it to you in the first place? Because if the entire narrative was created like that through a bunch of bullshit, how would we know what part of it's real or not? As far as our own thoughts and stuff. You wouldn't. Wouldn't that be mind control, essentially at its core? That's why they don't like to talk about free energy. Look, this is the amount of free energy they're harvesting off of human beings. There's papers in here. They talk about how much energy. What did it say? Power whole fucking towns?
Oh, yeah.
Power entire towns. Smart towns, everything. From people. So you don't think at all that they're harvesting that and then they charge you for your electric bill? You don't think they're using that excess energy? Where's it all going? Because hell, if we're paying an electric company, and supposedly wires are bringing us electricity that we pay for, but this is telling us that they've been harvesting all the electricity and the energy off all of us for, well, a long time. Well, then where the fuck is that electricity going? I mean, if the electric company's already powering all the towns and the houses, then where's all the electricity going that they're harvesting from us? What are we powering? I think we're fueling the machine that runs the whole damn thing. What do you think? You see, it's a not see kind of a situation. Situations that you cannot see. They called it the world's largest Nazi experiment because you could not see it. You could not see it. Did you know that every single music corporation and Hollywood corporation at all of them globally, especially in the United States, all of them have a Jewish board of directors? They're all Jewish owned or 100% Jewish financed. Weird. I'm just saying. Where's all that power going? And if something runs all the music industry and they put all of those musicians under contract, where they then have to tell them what they say, how they look, the music they sing, they don't have artistic freedom. They change their names, put them through humiliation rituals, control every word that's coming out of their mouth. That would not possibly be because that music so heavily influences your emotions and thoughts. And then, of course, like Brittany was saying, they don't use that music then as the backdrop on the news for all the scary things to create a visual with that emotion, do they? That wouldn't be why there's so many contracts, and every news media station repeats the same bullshit too because they're under the same contract. And those pharmaceutical companies, because, well, they're using biologics, and they support Hollywood and the music industry the most, and they're, again, biologics. They wouldn't have anything to do with, well, Hollywood and the music industry being absolutely well known for its drug abuse history, would it? And that wouldn't be pharmaceutical.
Nah.
And then that wouldn't, of course, tie to like modeling in the fashion industry because those bitches are not on any sort of pharmaceuticals, are they? No. Dolce Gabbana, Vici, Bonadu. Oh, who fucking knows? Yeah, okay, and Walmart and Wayfair and fucking Armani suits and fucking. Weird. I wouldn't tie to any of that. And none of those fuckers have ever been at Diddy parties. Like fashion industry people and musicians and fucking rock stars, heavy metal artists.
Never.
The Playboy Mansion, and none of Hollywood were ever found at like Diddy party shit. Fuck no. Nickelodeon and Disney weren't wrapped up in there either. And Nickelodeon and Disney, of course, are not known for their music because Disney movies are not absolutely... The number one thing we all remember the most is every Let It Go song in the whole world.
No.
So they wouldn't all be interchained and linked. Kind of like a Wi-Fi containment network, would they? It's just fucking theory. Just a weird theory, right? Yeah. And if the CIA and the OSS had some sort of influence over creating Israel, why the fuck is there a war for Palestine and Israel right now and everybody taking sides? Wasn't the motherfucker like created? Technically by us? Then it's almost like they made war to make everybody scared, so everybody's energy would go up so they could harvest more energy and fuel more things and sell more things back to us to make us charge money and buy more things while they're draining our asshole and sucking our loosh out of every part of our body, including our fucking sweat. That wouldn't have anything to do with why they make us work 100,000 hours a fucking week and the temperature's rising and global warming wouldn't have a goddamn thing to do with that, would it? No fucking way. And did anybody ever make it aware yet? Has anybody talked about the fact that everybody that thinks they're having ascension symptoms are actually experiencing the symptoms of this Wi-Fi shit we just talked about? And the biosensors and the fucking siphoning? I was just wondering. Because, you know, ascension symptoms wouldn't last that long because, well, everybody's life is still pretty much... Well, all the people that thought they were ascending's lives are not dramatically different or better, are they? I think they're all still struggling. And well, that would be the opposite of ascension. Wouldn't it? Oh, yeah, Iran is absolutely in on the smart thread. Just go look it up and then you'll realize there's nothing going on over there either. It's just fear factor. So they can suck more energy from all of us. That's why they don't like it if we talk about free energy. Oh, Nikola Tesla made something with a little bitty machine. So, oh my God, make scary stories that if we talk about that, he got killed. And everybody else that talked about making and building free energy machines, even though the fucking Amish have had them for, well, probably centuries. Oh, they off all of them. No, actually, they just don't want anybody to, that was all a cover up too. And they just didn't want anybody to talk about the fact that we are the fucking free energy. We're the ones that make it by our heartbeats and our talking and our blinking and our breathing. We exist. We're made of God. We're the energy.
We do have a children's book featuring Glowy, The Energy Within Us All.
We do.
For any beginners out there, I mean, they are really good books.
They are.
I'm just saying.
Nice tie-in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like, damn, that was really good.
Yeah.
That was like, I felt like Y-Files there for a minute. Did you just tie our message into our books?
Yeah.
Yes, she did. That wasn't planned at all. That was really cool.
It's called Who Are You by Beyond Duality Inc. Featuring Glowy, The Energy Within Us All.
And we have like 6 or 7 of those.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because again, the only thing it takes to break all this and not let it influence you and not let it suck your asshole right through your forehead and is awareness. It's awareness. You can also combat it with music. Choose it carefully. Maybe write it yourself or make it yourself so that you know it's not got those hidden ultrasonic fucking non-hearable by human sounds in the background. You're also free to listen to our music. That's not a plug, but it sure could sound like one. Beyond Duality Inc. on every platform. We goddamn guarantee we didn't put ultrasonic hidden fucking sounds in the background. What you hear and see is what you get. It's all deprogramming. No mind control. But make your own otherwise. If you want to listen to things that are safe. I would probably highly stay away from any well-known Hollywood contracted. Because, well, how the fuck would we know? We wouldn't. Because there's no truth in disclosure, see? Oh, it's all about disclosure. And before we go, because we're about to go.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there right now selling things for a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Claiming that these things are filled with energies and frequencies and healing this and healing that.
$3,000 crystal necklace will save your life.
Guys, You are the fuel. You are the energy and the frequencies. Do not buy other people's merch trying to get you to believe that that piece of merch is going to change the energy around you, because that merch is using the same stuff we just told you about. It's harvesting your beliefs into a false god, because desperate, hurting people that need relief have been known to spend their money on things that people they look at or like or trust are selling, claiming to help them. You could go make your own piece of jewelry out of clay in your yard, pray while you're holding it to the God you believe in, and wear it, and it would do the same thing. But then at least the energy would be yours, and you wouldn't be risking any of these fucking nano dusts or anything else, claiming to use specific frequencies that, well, you're not aware of. That they didn't explain to you what those frequencies do, or NASA that shit either. But we did. So just a word of caution. Don't turn a single child from God, which means don't start worshiping jewelry and things and stuff that's supposed to save you either. Free energy, because, well, we are the energy and we all need to be free, I think. And if you feel so compelled to support us, please do. A lot of people need help, and we help a lot of people. You can find us at www.beyonddualityinc.com. I think our Cash App and Venmo is fucking everywhere.
Yep. Venmo is Beyond-Duality, and Cash App is
$ Beyond Duality. We need help. You can find more of our stuff on YouTube. They shut us down way less. See you next time.